This program contains adult language and situations which may be considered offensive to some viewers and/or children, but more likely their parents.
Alright, people, it's DLF. I went to the psychiatrist yesterday. I forgot to talk about this one. And the psychiatrist, so I'm gonna review my appointment with the psychiatrist. Now, this isn't just my therapist now. This is an actual psychiatrist that can prescribe medication. And I walked in there, I was kind of worried that he was going to prescribe medication for me and whatnot. And because I don't want to be on medication, considering all the stupid fucking side effects I get on it, and whatnot, and also because I can't afford it. I can't afford the medication. That's something that my mom wants. That's something my dad wants, and that's something that they're gonna have to pay for if the need arrives. You know what I'm saying? Because they want me on the medication. I don't. Okay? But I got some good news here as well. And I was talking to the psychiatrist yesterday. His name is Dr. G. And, Dr. G Unit. I forget his real name. I forget his fucking real name, though. They just say Dr. G. Like Dr. G Spot, you know what I'm saying? But, so here's what happened. I go in there, a young fucking guy, too. I was expecting some expecting some old motherfucker to show up. Okay? I was expecting like a fucking, not old, but, you know, at least, you know, 40, 50. This guy was maybe my age. Okay? Real fucking skinny guy, real tall, too. And, he seemed like he was on some kind of drugs himself. I don't know about that, but he seemed like he had some problems himself. You know, a lot of these shrinks have their own fucking problems. So he's asking me questions and asking me about my, my court shit. I had to explain that to him. Pretty much he was asking me about my history and like what kind of other medications I was on. And in the end he says, you know what? You don't seem like you need medication. You don't seem like you need medication. You're not, you know, you don't seem like you would need it, or if it would even benefit you. So you don't have to see me anymore. Okay, so I'm just gonna start seeing the fucking therapist from now on. Pretty much, like he was just telling me, like, you seem like you're articulate. You seem like you know, you might have your issues, but it's nothing that medication would fix anyway. You know, it's, you know, especially since medication gives me so many side effects anyway. I was telling him about the Topamax thing, and how I was on Topamax. I don't even know how long I was on that thing for maybe like 3 months or something, and I had to ask the doctor to take me off because it was just messing with like my memory and all that other shit. He's like, yeah, I don't even know why they would put you on that if you didn't have seizures. He was like, I don't even know why they would put you on a Risperdal or a fucking Abilify if you didn't, if you weren't, you know, hearing voices or whatnot. Now the thing is that, see, I've been mismedicated and misdiagnosed all my life with different bullshit that it just seems like these doctors just want to just throw whatever shit at you that they could. Like for example, when I was at Gateway, they misdiagnosed me with having psychosis or whatever, and put me on this Risperdal shit, and I don't like what is psychosis? What is that? That's like when you start hearing voices and or like seeing shit that's not real or whatever, right? That's what it is, right? And I can attribute it all to that because of my parents, okay? I can attribute it all to my parents. Because like back then, they would come in and fucking sit down with the fucking shrink with me, and then they'll be like, they'll say shit like, well, we all know he hears voices, but he will never admit to it. What the fuck do you mean that I would? What the fuck does that even mean? How would you know what I'm hearing, and how do you know what the fuck I'm going through? Really? How the hell? Why the fuck do you think I hear voices? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Why the fuck do you think I hear voices? And you're so adamant about it, even though I've never mentioned anything about hearing voices, but somehow, some way, you think that I hear voices. I want to know how the fuck my parents know that I hear voices, even though I've never brought it up to them. I've never, you know, mentioned it before. How the fuck do they know? It's just something that they're trying to pin on me. You know what I'm saying? And it gets me misdiagnosed, and it gets me mismedicated. But it doesn't really matter to them because you know, whenever I go back and, you know, just say, listen, you know, whenever I start, you know, talking about shit, you know, like, oh, my dad's a pedophile or something like that, all they have to do is go back and say, well, don't believe him. He's psychotic, and he's got this, and this, and he's taken this. That's what they're doing. They're just trying to build a case in case I fucking start speaking out. I'm 100%. I'm 100% convinced of that. And you can call me a conspiracy theory or not, but that's what's going on. So the doctor, and that's another thing. My parents are always like, well, you know how to talk to these doctors. You know how to go. What did my mom say again? You know how to. What the fuck did she say again? You know how to convince all these doctors that there's nothing wrong with you. But wait a minute here. If I know how to convince all these doctors, that makes me smarter than the fucking doctor, right? I'm smart. I'm smarter than a fucking doctor that is dedicated almost 4 to 8 years of his life studying what he does and is licensed and certified. But I'm somehow outsmarting that man. Really? Myself with no kind of training whatsoever, outsmarting a man with 4 to 8 years of training. And then you wonder why I believe psychiatry is a quack science, because there's nothing to it. There's nothing to it. That's like somehow if I became smarter than, I don't know, fucking Stephen Hawking somehow, and I started outsmarting fucking Stephen Hawking. He was a man that went to school and all this other shit, but I'm just gonna come along and just outsmart him outsmart him. You're telling, what you're saying is that fucking psychiatrist is fucking stupid as shit. That's what you're pretty much saying. You're saying you're fucking stupid, doctor. That's what you're saying. What you're saying is that I'm fucking smarter than the doctor. Okay, that's what you're saying. You're saying that there's somebody out there that I can pull the wool over someone's eyes, you know? Meanwhile, you feel like I can't even pull the wool over your eyes, you know? Ridiculous. Does this thing shoot fucking pens? Let's find out. Holy shit, where'd it go? There's the cap down there. Oh shit, it made a fucking mark too. It just shot a fucking pen across the room and like bounced and all this other shit. Is this it? Is this the pen that I shot? Let's try it again. Ooh. Oh shit, it broke it in half. It broke the pen in half. And now it's gonna be leaking all kinds of ink. See, look, it broke the pen in half. See, it broke the pen in half. It broke the pen in half. I'm loving this. Oh, you want to see something cool that I found out? Hold on. We're gotta get a penny or something. I should invest in like some little marbles or something to shoot. So I'm not using ammo that's like pennies on the dollar. All right, you want to see something cool, people? There we go. Did you know? Did you know Betty White is older than sliced bread? I didn't know that. So apparently I don't have to go back to that shrink. Oh, and I forgot to mention too, when I walked in there, okay, here's the thing, okay? The shrink, the what do you call it, the psychiatrist I went to go see yesterday, he was, his office, okay? His office is the same office I go to see the vocational counselor in. It's just that the vocational counselor wasn't in the office that day. They share an office, I guess. So I went in there, and I'm like, yeah, I've been in this office many a time. But when the funny thing is that when the psychiatrist takes over the office, I don't know why, but he has on his desk, he has a bowl of condoms on the fucking desk. Why the fuck does he have a bowl of condoms on his desk? That is so fucking weird. Why the fuck does the psychiatrist have a bowl of condoms on his desk? Was he like fucking the vocational counselor or something? I should be fucking the vocational counselor. Alright. I found this guitar that was in the garbage like a month or so ago. And it's like this cheap fucking guitar. It's made of the shittiest wood. It looks old as fuck. It's probably older than Betty White. But look at this thing. It's just like I found this in the trash. And it's the oldest fucking guitar known to mankind. There's like dirt inside the guitar. Like, I don't even know what the fuck is in here, but it's just a shitty guitar. And I think one day I'm gonna smash it, cause like the strings seem like they're all rusty. Okay, so yeah, it's better if I want to play guitar, I might as well just get a better guitar, cause like the strings are all rusty. They're just rusty ass strings. I don't know. And it just looks dirty and nasty, like your mom. It just, it looks, oh, I forgot I had another box over there I can shoot shit at. Now this should penetrate. I want to try slingshotting something really sharp, so it punches through and gets stuck. I didn't want to shoot that. It just, like that guitar just looks so dirty and nasty, like your mom. And it just, one day I'm gonna go outside when it's nice out though. I'm gonna go outside and machete it and hack it to pieces. Come on. There we go. That sucked. All right. So yeah, the shrink has a box of condoms on his desk. Well, I could shoot these little nails out. I got like these nails. Would those work? Let's find out. Here we go. Ready? You're ready, Eddies? Oh, shit. That sucked. It hit my fucking hand. Oh, well. Alright, so... Oh, that fucking hurt, too. Oh, well. I was thinking maybe I could slingshot it and it'd be like a hammer. It'll be like a slingshot hammer. Like if I wanted to like hammer something into the wall, like a nail to put up a picture or something, I can slingshot it and it'll just stick right into the wall and I can hang my picture or something on it. Alright, this is Dragon Lord Frodo and I approve this message. Thanks in advance for watching this.